Hi, I'm Jason, I'm my dad, Jim Ritter, and welcome to Out and About.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jim Ritter with CWTAP Television. I'm also a member of the Reading Fairgrounds Racing Historical Society. Today we are in Reading on the grounds of the former Reading Fairgrounds for a celebration of what we would consider to be opening day for the racing season. Correct, guys?
Correct.
It was March 7th.
All right, March 7th. There we go. And we have a lot of festivities in store for us today. But first off, we got to take a look at our wardrobe. We have the gentlemen here, and their hats, the hats on your heads are known as hillbilly hats, correct?
Hillbilly
Correct.
hats, Yep.
Okay, and you got them, you bought them at the racetrack back in the days?
Back in the day.
Yes,
These
yes.
hats are probably close to 40 years old.
Okay, very good. And you got Kenny Brightbill, and you have Jim Kepley. Yep. And I know, I guess Mrs. Kepley's supposed to be here today.
She'll be here later.
All right. And is Kenny coming?
Yes.
All right, there you go. And here I have my Mike Kelly number 4 shirt. Now this dates back to 1974, and that was considered a small block modified, or what we called the Sportsman back then.
Yep.
And of course, modifieds were the big guys like Kenny Brightbill and Kepley and my buddy Freddie Adam and them. But we're all here today. We got our memorabilia out, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Fun day, a day we remember, maybe a day we can get back someday to racing around here again. That would be awesome, Lord. But most of all, the memories live on in us, and as we live on, we remember all those who paved the way for what we know as motorsports, dirt track racing here in the Northeast. Continue to bless that this year with a year of safety for all and a great year of racing, a year of great memories and fellowship, and Father God, most of all, a safe year. And Lord, we lift this all to you in Jesus' name as we pray. Amen. And everybody said, hammer down!
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of
Kenny!
Hey, Kenny!
Kenny, you're hiding back there, you and Gary.
There you are.
They were the big guy.
Push these guys down. Get a picture of that.
The guys in the back were handicapped that way.
Yeah. I knew you was used to starting back there.
Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, guys.
Terrible lighting. Can we try and get him off? Who's he?
All right, I don't mean to say you're old, but I'm going to go down the line. I want you to say who you are so they know who you are.
Junior Mike Osh. George Lewis, Olympic stock.
Joe Lingle, number 26.
Yay!
Bobby Braxton.
Donnie Esky.
Al Kemery.
Alan Carter.
Earl Durr.
Bruce Young. Tim Shell.
Terry Robert.
Darrell Herman.
Barry White, Olympic stock.
Bill Getzler. Johnny Koza.
Mario Andretti.
AJ Foyt. Betty Brightbill. There you have it. Mario Andretti. Who would have known he'd come down?
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jim Ritter, along with my son Jason Ritter for CWTAP Television. Today we're in Hereford Berks County on the Boyer Farm for their annual spring plow. It's 2021 season, and they haven't had the plow open to the public for a couple years, so we got a good turnout of tractors today, and we're going to have a lot of fun. This event is hosted by the Boyer family and the East Central Pennsylvania Two-Cylinder Club. Uh-oh, he's got the wheel. There you go.
What are we flying? 4 inches deep?
Where? When will this air, John?
All right, guys, give us a wave. We have our buddy Jimmy Hall. You might be familiar with him if you've seen some of our other tractor and farming shows. Jimmy wants me to jump on the tractor and see how I do, because we always have Kevin jump on, and we had Uncle Jeffrey in the past. And I've never driven anything larger than my John Deere 214 garden tractor with a tiller on the back. So this will be a little bit different for me, so we'll see how we do, okay? Stay tuned and hang on.
This is your quadrant, right there where it is, the cloud. As long as it goes down as much as that, it's a cloud. Okay?
Yeah, we never really talk about that.
That's the cloud. Look over there, but then it's behind that line here, feet right there. Cut down a little bit. Oh.
We're here on the Boyer Farm in Berks County, Hereford, at the annual Spring Plow. And this is hosted by the Boyer Farm and the East Central Pennsylvania Two-Cylinder Club. Well, I had a lot of fun here. I'm along here with my buddy Jimmy Hall and Kevin Carl from CWTAP's Country Variety Show. Well, you had me out on this tractor. How did I do?
Very well. We did very well.
All right. Yeah, I don't think I damaged anything, so I think we did all right. Okay, so what kind of tractor do we have here, Jimmy?
This is a 1954 NAA. For the people that lived in my area of Ottsville, or as Uncle Jeffrey says, the Harrow, the farmer that owned this was Clarence Fleck. And at his auction, Vince Fleck bought this tractor. It had a front end loader on it. And from there, I don't know where it ended up, but Artie Heaney ended up with it. And then my uncle ended up with it. And he bought it, told me he bought it. We went, I think he paid $800 for it. We went and got it. Bring it home, and it wouldn't start because the motor to be rebuilt. And I think his handwriting, 1911, we overhauled the motor, all right? And it's been a good running tractor ever since. We use this tractor a lot, you know what I mean? And my uncle passed away 2 years ago, and now my aunt sold all his cars, sold 14 cars of his, now the tractors are going to go. But this is going to stay, the York rake the driveway and pull things and do whatever we're going to do. But the other, we have eight ends, and we have whatever else. We have a 640, we're going to sell, and a 641 with a front end loader and whatever. But this is going to stay in the Trout's family until whatever else happens. You know what I mean? But Clarence Fleck was the one that had it. I think he used it to rake with. I think there was a Dearborn rake on the back of it, and I think he used his tractor to rake with. This was his tractor.
Man, I tell you what, it did well, because I saw some tractors larger than this getting stuck out there, and this little Ford, compared to those, kept on going.
Well, they weren't being stuck. They just needed to have their plows adjusted. So they got off their tractor and they were adjusting their plows to be whatever it is. But it does look like they're stuck. Well, that one guy hit a rock and he couldn't get out of it. He had to back out of there, but we had to wait and help him out of that. But other than that, the field is plowed, and we're going over and do the other side now. So.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, all I know is that we did not get stuck while I was driving. So I think I did okay, because I never drove anything larger than my John Deere 214 garden tractor with a little tiller on the back. So we did okay, right?
Very well.
And you were a good instructor.
Yeah.
So I guess you instructed Uncle Jeffrey in the past, so you had some good teaching experience.
Yeah, he did very well that day too. You know what I mean? He was wondering why I went with him. And Kevin can go by himself, but they don't understand. Kevin has a tractor at home that he plows with, and I think it's one or two more. I think it's one more, one bottom or two.
I got two now.
You got two now? So this is almost the same tractor. You know what I mean? So.
Well, Kevin, what do you think of this turnout today?
Looks pretty good. I was surprised. I was a little gray and misty and drizzly this morning, but not too wet. It's pretty good out there. Good conditions now, because it was really dry before that, so a little bit of spritzer rain helped a little bit.
I think the fact that last year was canceled due to the pandemic, and a lot of people were eager to come out. Not only people who own the tractors, but we have a nice amount of families here as well with children as well.
Yeah, it's a family-friendly event. You know, that's why I was saying on my show on Thursdays there for a couple weeks, you know, the youngsters, they love seeing the old tractors and stuff. And where can you go now? You know, it doesn't cost you anything but your time. Of course, I'm sure they gladly would take some donations if you want to go and help support the club a little bit. But anything that you guys can do, you know, there's food for sale there. That helps support the club and stuff like that. And, you know, membership's only $10 a year. So if you want to bring your old tractor out here, I mean, for $10, I mean, come on now.
You don't get much for $10 anymore, that's for sure. Okay, gentlemen, well, thank you very much. And are we going to catch you on a tractor yet?
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We got to find out if Kevin's going on one of these tractors.
Kevin's going on there.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks for coming today.
All right. Here we go. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're here on the Boyer Farm, and we caught up with Brian Trumbauer. Brian is the president of the East Central Pennsylvania Two-Cylinder Tractor Club. Well, thank you for inviting us today.
Thank you guys for coming down. We appreciate it, and turned out to be a beautiful day here down at Ron Boyer's farm.
Yes, and beautiful turnout. And this year, we have a large turnout of families, a lot of young children running around and sitting on tractors and everything, and the nice weather helped. And I think a lot of it is because we're tired of being cooped up at home. What do you think?
Oh, I would agree. It's very nice that we're able to have a family event today. My 13-month-old daughter's here today, so I'm very happy about that. This is probably by far one of our larger turnouts with tractors and implements in the field. And we've been doing this since 1995, the club started. And we've been down here in Ron Boyer's farm for a number of years now. But the weather's nice today. We had a good day, and it's been a good day so far.
Tell us about your club.
The club was formed in 1995. We're open to any brand, make a tractor now. Originally it was a John Deere club, but we're open to any brands now. We have a couple shows throughout the year. This is the kickoff of our season here. Then in June, last weekend in June, we'll be at St. Peter's Church in Macungie. We have our summer show and antique tractor pulls. And then we'll also have one in September, our fall show. And if the Halloween parades are a go this year, we'll be in the Halloween parades. Topton, Emmaus, Macungie. Some guys will be down in Boyertown, and we'll be out and about. But it's good. It's refreshing to be out in the sunshine, getting some vitamin D. And we're glad to be back out in full swing again.
Okay, if we have any tractor enthusiasts in our audience, then they're interested in checking into a club, how can they find out more information about your club?
Our club is actually on Facebook, East Central PA Two-Cylinder Club. Like our page. You can message us, email us directly on there, and we post on there frequently, and we give updates. And there's some other events coming up. I know we will be attending. Just Farm Kids is having an event not far from here down in Bally on May 15th. He's one of our board members, the guy who's organizing that. And then he'll have a tractor ride here in fall. So he has a Facebook page same as us, and his is Just Farm Kids. Ours is East Central PA Two-Cylinder Club.
Good. And your club membership's only $10 a year, correct?
Yes, $10 a year annual membership. A lot of members actually renew here at our plow show. It just works out better. Our membership usually goes April to April.
Okay, well, there you go. Well, thank you very much. I got to let you go back to work because I saw you serving a lot of hamburgers and hot dogs earlier, which is good. You know, you got to keep the work fed,
yes,
right?
We do. Yes, we do. Thank you guys for coming. We appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, we had a lot of fun here at the Boyer Farm today.
We sure did, Jason. We want to thank the Boyer family and the East Central Pennsylvania Two-Cylinder Tractor Club for inviting us today for their annual spring plow. And we also want to thank our friend Jimmy Hall, because Jimmy put me on his Ford tractor.
Yeah.
And I got to drive around and help plow a little bit of the field. So that was really neat. And we want to thank you for watching. And if you have a tractor out there, you're a tractor enthusiast, you're looking for a club to join, Visit our friends' website there at the East Central Pennsylvania Two-Cylinder Tractor Club.
All right, thank you very much. Can everybody hear me back there? All right. Welcome. We are Swing Shift, and it is great to be playing for a live audience again. My name is Mike Hofke, and I'd like to take just a second to introduce the guys in the band, and ladies. On keyboard, the lovely and talented Deb Houseknecht. On the other side, on drums, the equally lovely and talented Neil Reinhardt. He's the best drummer in captivity. Our string section. On guitar, we have Rick Houseknecht, and on bass, Frank Spano. On baritone saxophone, a man who spends most of his time on cruise ships, Adam Price. On trombone, Tom Wetzel. Tom is multi-talented, plays trombone and tuba. Not at the same time, but he plays the trombone at 10, the tuba at 11. It's a prop because the family goes to bed at 9. On the far side, on alto saxophone, you've seen him up here many times, but now you get to see him from the front. Norm Stull. On tenor saxophone, you all know him from his day job, Bob Mensch. And introducing our new vocalist, and she also owns a Dairy Queen, Brenda Morano. Here we go. Cole Porter tune, I've Got You Under My Skin.
I've got
Okay. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jason Ritter from CWTB Television, and today we caught up with Phil Kresge here of the Lower Lehigh's Lions Club. And Phil, you're going to tell us what's going on here today at the Lions Club.
Thanks, Jason. It's great to have you folks here. We're here at the Lower Macungie Memorial Park for the Lower Lehigh Lions Club annual spring flea market. This is our largest fundraiser of the year. We do a spring and fall flea markets. The sun is shining here in Macungie, even though the forecast was for rain. We're doing a great job here. The vendors are here. The shoppers are here. There's great bargains. As I said, this is our largest fundraiser. We raise money here to keep the money in Macungie. One of our biggest events, our biggest programs, is what we call our Helping Hands program. Each year at Thanksgiving and Christmas, we give out food coupons to Weiss Markets for 50 families in the township. It's amazing to think that there are folks here who need help with food, and we're here to help them. All the money we raise stays within the community. Besides our flea market, we also collect food for the food bank, the Zionsville Food Pantry. We volunteer with the Iron Pigs and raise money there to also provide eyeglasses for folks who need them. We accept used eyeglasses, which are then taken to Lions International and recycled and distributed for folks who need glasses and can't afford them. Lions International is the largest not-for-profit association in the world, actually. There's over 1 million members, and we're just proud to be a part of Lions International and to be associated with Macungie. We want to thank all the folks here in Macungie who support us coming out to our flea market. And we have a second flea market in the fall. It's October 16th this year. So if you can't make it out today, put it on your calendar to come back in October. There's great food here as well. The Macungie Park has their concession stand running with great breakfast sandwiches, burgers, hot dogs. And of course here with the Lions Club, we have our wet bottom shoe fly pies and funny cakes for sale. And those are always a great item. So I would just encourage you to come out, and thanks for the support. Thank you, folks, for being here and giving us the opportunity to talk with our supporters.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have caught up here with Roland Burrell here at the Lions Flea Market, and he's going to tell us what he does.
Yes. Hello, I'm Roland Burrell. I'm a totally blind person. I'm a chair caner, all related phases, rushing, splinting, re-gluing furniture, refinishing. I'm also an upholsterer. I got caught up in this business with my mother and father. In 1970, they used to go to flea markets and sell used merchandise and antiques, and they did this repairing too. And Well, my father didn't want to do it one day, and he said, "The business is yours," and I've kept it going. I have a location in Allentown at 735 South Woodward Street, 734 Linden and Bethlehem, and also 316 North Broadway in Wind Gap on weekends, Saturday and Sunday at Marketplace 316. But what I'm doing here is a chair that's a hand cane chair. It belongs to a set of 4. I refinished it and I started caning it. My mother gave me these 4 chairs. They were in the attic over like 41 years. She said, "If you want them, you can have them." So I started fixing them up. I bring them along, going out doing shows, and it's the toughest chair you can work with. It's called carriage fine cane. It's like weaving with string almost, but the cane comes in medium, fine cane, fine, super fine, and carriage fine. There's a lot. There's a lot to this, which you can see. This seat's in the step 6, in the back here. Well, I started weaving it so people have an idea. The step 2 is up, but you got to weave step 3, and then that brings the contour into the back of the chair. But it'd be great when these are done. My father never did them. He was going to do them in his retirement. Well, he passed, and that's what happens. But my father was Jimmy Burwell. He was a chair caner, and he was also totally blind like me. We did have eyesight, but both of us lost it. It actually was 3 generations in the family. And he did this, but he was also a saxophonist in the Lehigh Valley, musician. He played saxophone. And my mother, the former Shirley Rupert, worked at the firm called Western Electric, and later on Lucent Technologies. First she retired and still resides in her home in Bethlehem. She'll be 85 years old this year. And I'll be 65 in 10 days, and no plans to retire. Feel free to call me at any time to talk to me. The phone number is 484-951-7145. That's my cell number. Or 610-709-2923. Or I'll give you my mom's at 610-691-1608. I appreciate this interview, Jason.
All right. Well, thank you, Roland, for coming out today.
Yes, and I am a Lions Club member with the sister club, Mountain Bow Lions Club. They're a sister club to Lower Lehigh.
Give us a wave. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. We're in New Goshenhoppen Park here in East Greenville, and we caught up with Mike Kelly from Harleysville, Pennsylvania. Thank you for stopping by and talking to us, Mike.
Well, thank you.
All right, now for our What Makes Me Tick segment, we're going to be interviewing Mike, and he's going to tell us about these fabulous bikes that he builds. So, Mike, how long have you been building custom bikes like this?
About 25 years now.
Okay. What got you started in building bikes like this?
Actually, a custom car show in Philadelphia, PA. I guess '96. I seen some lowriders there. I was 19 at the time. I'm like, I want one. That's what started the craze.
So now, I understand that from our conversation earlier, that your bike, even like the ones in front of us here, they're a combination of it starts as a basic bike frame in the center that you could buy in any store, any bike shop or something, and then you build upon it from there?
Correct. Yeah. Pardon me. In these cases, they're actually vintage bike. I found this one here in a barn, that one that I swap meet, and we cut both of them in half and then added the back end. This here's 2 bikes. It's a early 40s ladies frame and a boys bike frame. So in this case here, we actually we took round stock and conduit and just stretched it out and made it function.
Okay. All right. So now, if we had to take a look at the front bike, how many months or years or whatever would it take? Did it take you to put that bike together?
The one in the front was like 22 months.
22 months.
On and off, weekends and nights.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep.
About the same for this one here?
About 16 months for this one here. 16 months.
16?
Yep.
All right, 22 months for the front one and 16 months on this one.
Correct.
All right, very good. Do you have anybody help you look for parts or anything? Keep an eye on them for you when we run around?
Finding parts, not really, no. I generally just find them. I'll keep them in the garage or a closet for a while, and when that time comes, it's there. I'll see if it works. It's more just, mishap here and there. Haphazard.
All right, very good. So what's the furthest you've ever traveled to show your bikes?
I've been to Conshohocken. Not too far. I think Allentown I showed them once. But not just generally the area. Like Settle, Percy. I've been to Glenside. What's the other one? Shoot, Hatboro.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, for now, one of the things nowadays that's very popular, ladies and gentlemen, when you go to a car show, you'll see a lot of what we call a rat rod, okay? And in this case here, you also have your own version of a rat rod bike back here. Tell us about this one.
Well, this actually started off as an 83 Schwinn cruiser bike that we took apart. Cut it in half. Actually, it's actually a mistake. But what it was I took the, I was trying to build this out of that, and it didn't quite work. So I sat in my friend's yard for like 18 months. Just kind of got back from him that following year at a car show. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, it'd be cool just to build up with a rat rod. And my brother actually said it'd be cool to add household stuff to it, like spoons and whatnot.
Okay. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're gonna cut the camera for a little bit, and we're gonna come up and get a closer view of this rat rod and all the different household items that you ended up using on this.
I'm good? Okay. So anyway, I'm going to show you how, I guess, where everything's at. Kind of a tour, if you will. I'll start in the front. Show my headlight. It's actually a shop headlight from work. It works. The can I had in my shop for probably 15, 20 years, and it just fit. I was amazed how well it fit. Put a hole right here on the side here for access panel for the switch. But yeah. I was amazed. I was like dumbfounded. That's so cool. So the dice and the wheels here, little things here, and little small stuff. I painted the rims red. They were chrome. They're Schwinn tires. The horn I found again at a swap meet in Trexlerstown. It works, but it's like 60s, mid 60s. And then going back on in here, 5-speed stick shift. This is all also fully functional. We cut a 3-speed, it was a 5-speed, but a little knob shifter. That's cool, I think. And these were on trailers from work, where I work now. Or pulling the trailer apart, and there were a couple of plates that I took off of. But yeah, my tensioner is a chain wheel off a BMX bike, and it's a wheel hub off a 16-inch wheel. It spins pretty good. Does its job. And then going back a little bit more. My brake shoe. Probably come on the other side, actually. Brake shoe's fully functional. It works. Definitely slows you down. But yeah, shoes from Walmart, and then everything else. My ratchet busted last year, but just amazing stuff. My spoon kicks in. My spoon down here. Yep. My wrench, I found this on the bike trail a couple years back. Didn't work, so I just put it on there. Wow. Yeah. Had to realign all this. This is I bought a 73 Series Spider bike that basically the entire project was on that because the 5-speed project. So what I did is we added it, and I needed a brake, so I went from that, kind of went forward from there. But it's awesome to ride. It runs great.
All right, very good. Okay, Mike. Well, thank you very much for spending time here. First off, coming out and showing your bikes today, and also spending time with us. All right, because again, we do all this for you, ladies and gentlemen. We try to take the things that you don't see on regular television and bring them to your household. In this case here, you don't see bikes like this many places. Really don't, so, nope. Okay, well, thank you, Mike. Thank you for spending time with us, and thank you for telling us what makes you tick. Give me an elbow. All right, okay, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Join us next time as we go out and about.